Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Anthem Salgado, um, reporting to you from my humble abode in good old San Francisco. We're about to get into some coffee, but as we do that, I also wanted to share with you a question that has two sides and has come up several times in the last couple months, but also has come up many times over the years that I have been active in this practice. And that is um, I can't focus on my business right now because of my day job. The flip side of that coin is I can't focus on my business right now because I don't have a day job. And what I want to share with you, hold on, gotta rinse this thing. What I want to share with you is that those questions seem like, in a weird way, opposite sides. Like one person's got a job, the other person doesn't have a job. But they're the same exact question. They're the same exact situation in that each individual is coming up with a reason not to pursue their dream goal, aka their business. It's the same thing. The reason, aka excuse, I'm saying that gently, but that's sort of what it is different. But it's still the same in that it's a justification for not moving forward, right? Any justification for not moving forward is still an excuse. You could say, hey, it's because of my job, or you could say, hey, it's because I don't have a job. It's still the same thing. So to me, it sounds different, right? Like some people might say it sounds different, but to me, it's the same. It's actually the same exact scenario. And this is the way I like to think about it. Gotta rinse this again, hold on. Follow me for a second. This is my philosophy on that. If you can be stopped, you will be stopped. It's that simple. If you can be stopped, you will be stopped. So, what I mean by that is if you put it into your head that there's a reason not to go forward, then that reason will be good enough for you. Because you already put it in your head. That's why it's better to try to put it into your head that you're going to be positive, that you're going to accomplish, that you're going to be unstoppable. And that doesn't make you unstoppable, but it at least gets you out of the gate. You might still be stopped, but you will not be stopped because of your own mindset. At least you will be stopped because of the forces, because of the situation, because of the circumstance. That it's better to be stopped by outward forces than to be stopped by inward forces, is what I'm saying. And you will surprise yourself when you go for something. A lot of times you can't accomplish it. That's the world. That's ancient knowledge. That's not actually new stuff. That's been going on for a long time. So you at the very least have to put it in your head, nothing's going to stop me. Not having a job is not going to stop me. Having a job is not going to stop me. Because this is what's funny about those two things, right? Someone will say, well, I can't focus on my business or growing my business right now because of my job, right? So the complaint there is, well, I don't have the time. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy, right? On the flip side of that, someone will say, well, I don't have a job, so I can't really make this thing happen right now because I'm in a state of panic. I don't have the money. I don't have the money. What do you want me to do? I don't have the money. Can't do this thing right now. I don't have the money. But here's where it gets interesting, right? Same exact scenarios, but you got to reframe how you look at the world. Reframe this stuff. So for the person who doesn't have a job, what I would say is, look at how lucky you are to have a job. You could use your existing salary to subsidize the work that you want to do. You're very fortunate. This is a very lucky place for you to be in. And for the person who doesn't have a job, this is what I would say. How fortunate for you, because someone else who did have a job would say, I don't have enough time. But fortunately for you, that's all you have. A lot of time, so you might as well use it wisely. See? It's all about how you look at your circumstance, which determines whether or not you move forward. That's all I'm saying. And I think it's a pretty practical application. You could look at your entire life and the many decisions you make in this way. Are you going to be stopped? Or are you going to move forward? That's ultimately it. So there's so much more I could ramble on when it comes to that, but I think that example is good enough for you guys to chew on for a while. I want you to start looking at things and just having fun looking at your life, being like, wow, in what ways have I always come up with a reason not to proceed? And how much is that hindering me in the little things? And how much do those little things magnify into bigger things? That's all. And the other thing I want to mention is some people have said to me, well, you're different. You're different. You think that way. You're lucky you got that mindset. Look, it's not because I'm superhuman that I think this way. It's precisely because I'm not superhuman, because I am just a regular dude that I have to think this way. Because if I don't think this way, I will be crushed every single day, every single morning by the forces. Because there are so many forces to be crushed by. I have to think this way. It's not that I'm lucky. This is the work that I have to do to get up in the morning. And this is the work that a lot of us have to do to get up in the morning. So you might as well put in that work. Understand what's at play here and get to it. Right? You don't have to be superhuman. It's the exact opposite, in fact. It's because you're not superhuman. It's because you are a regular individual. It's because you had a, unfortunate childhood like the rest of us. It's because you didn't have all the circumstances that you wanted, just like the rest of us. It's because you don't have access to all the resources you want now, just like the rest of us. That's why you have to do it. That's why you have to think in this way. Be unbeatable. Doesn't mean you won't be beaten, but if you don't at least think you're unbeatable, you'll get beaten before you even get started. So start out your day that way. Get unbeatable. Don't make excuses. All right? Don't make excuses. And you know something's an excuse when someone else with the same exact circumstance is kicking butt, and you're using that same exact circumstance to hold yourself back. That's how you know. So look around, be honest, put your mind together, put together a good team of folks who also have that same mindset, so that you don't feel so alone in that journey, and get to work. I got coffee to make. Thank you for listening.